Hello everyone, and welcome back again with Film Recaps. In this video, we are going to recap one of a thriller films from 2019 titled Aqua Slash. A group of young people, after they finished the high school vacation, they went to the aqua park to enjoy themselves and a disaster will happen to them. Our movie begins with in a park in 2018, and there are a young man and a young woman like a couple working in the park. And at night, after the park is closed, they went outside to spend some time with each other. But the young woman suddenly heard a sound around them, and she sensed that there is someone watching them, but she tried not to worry herself. And beside the park, there is a swimming pool, and they decided to go to the highest top to spend their private time there. But suddenly, there is someone appears behind them, and that strange man is holding a big knife, and he reached them and killed them both viciously, as he threw the young man from the top and dies immediately, and then he threw also the young woman, but after he chopped her into pieces with his big knife. And after some time, we see a high school bus arrives, and it is full of students who came to spend their vacation in that park and to celebrate their graduation from the high school in the year of 2018. And we see Josh, who is a student in that high school, and he came in his private car because of the special musical equipment of his band, who will play with it at night. And his colleague Phil came to make fun of him, and he took his guitar from him and says that his music is very annoying and that he will not let him play his music in the party. And before a big fight happens between them, Alice, their female colleague, came and tells Phil to leave him alone. Otherwise, she will tell everyone in the school his secrets in the microphone right now, and he will be nothing in front of his colleagues. Then she calls all the students on the microphone and tells them that they will enjoy their time in the park and the hotel, and that the party will begin with the sunset, and that Josh's band will sing songs from the 80s, and that they chose this park because it is one of the traditions of their school since 1988. And after she finished her talking, all the students went to take their rooms. And after that, they are getting ready to go to the park and the swimming pool to enjoy their time in the aqua park that is there. And Josh and his band went to get ready with their musical equipments because of the party that will be at night. Then someone called Cole came to Josh and his band, and he is in charge of this place, and he introduces himself to them. And he says to them that this park, since it is opened in 1984, he saw in it good things, but also more accidents. And he tells them that if they want any help, they can call him, and he will help immediately. And while Josh was getting his guitar ready, Kim went to him to say hi. And Kim is his female colleague since long time. And she says to him that she is really happy that she saw him here and that he has finally graduated from high school. And she says that she is very excited to see him play his music in the party tonight. And she tells him that she is working here in the park and she didn't go to school again because she left the school because she wasn't interested in studying as she was interested in working. And while they were talking with each other, Tom, her boyfriend, came to take her. Then we see two persons with a glass came to slide in the water slider, and at the same moment, the people of the park inform Kim in the radio that the water slider game will be closed. And the two persons slid on the water slider until they reached the swimming pool, and Kim tries to get them out of the swimming pool immediately. And as expected, an accident happened, and two crashed into each other with the glass, and one of them is wounded, and they called the ambulance immediately. And another man who is in charge of the place tells the ambulance individuals to take the wounded students and walk away so that the other visitors can enjoy their time. Then we see Cole is cleaning the swimming pool himself, and he says that the cleaning of the swimming pool will take long time, and that the swimming pool must be emptied from the water because there is shattered glass in it. But the park owner refuses to empty the swimming pool as it will take long time to fill it again, and he ordered Cole to clean quickly all he can clean. But Cole didn't like that. Then Josh and his colleagues agreed to take Tom away from Kim so Josh can talk to her. So they pretend that they can't make their equipments work and they want his help with the electricity wires. Then when Tom went, Josh goes to Kim and tells her that he still loves her and that he hoped that they didn't get away from each other. Then she said to Josh that if Tom saw them, he will not leave him alone, and she told him to take care of himself because Tom is suspicious about him already. Then we see Priscilla, the park owner's assistant, sitting with Michael, Josh's father, and she is not amused with the way Michael is eating, but she pretends that she is happy and loves him for some reason. Then we see Josh and Kim are spending their time with each other while Tom is busy until the night came, and there is a relationship between Josh and Kim. And the man who is in charge of the park made everything ready for the party, including drinks. Then the party on the swimming pool began, and Josh is singing with his band. And Phil managed to take a video of Josh and Kim while they were with each other, and he sent the video to everyone in the party, including Tom. And when Tom watched the video, he went to beat Josh immediately because he got close to his girlfriend. And among the attendants of the party, Michael, Josh's father, and he saw his son is beaten, but he didn't interfere, and he leaves the matter to the others to separate Tom and Josh from each other. Then Tom is fired from his job because because of what he did as he caused problems and fights, but before he walk away, he says that all of them deserve death. Then Josh meets his father, and his father tells him that he came to watch his performance while playing music and singing in the party. But Josh was sure that his father came for another reason, and he knew from his father that he wants to buy the park and to be the owner of it. And Michael offered to Josh that if he likes the place, he will let him manage it, but Josh refuses, and he leaves him and walks away. At that time, Priscilla was standing between the trees and listening to Josh and his father, and she knew that Josh's father is very rich man, that he can buy that park that easily, and she became annoyed that her boyfriend, the park owner, didn't tell her anything about the selling of the park, and she went to fight with him because he ignored her and didn't tell her about selling the park. Then he tells her that there is no need to tell her because the park is his alone, and it isn't important for her to know that. Then we see that late at night, there is someone that is drilling in the water slider, and he puts sharp blades crossed inside the slider, so anyone slides, he or she will be chopped into pieces. The next day, someone is threatening Michael with a gun, and Michael tries to escape, but when he opens a door, he found the bodies of the two young persons who died at the beginning of the movie. Then Michael is killed too. At that time, Cole opens the water of the park, and he notices blood in the ground and tries to know its source, but everything is calm, so he doesn't pay attention. Then the young people begins to buy the tickets of the park, and the owner tells them that there is a competition called the Sea Snake, and anyone can participate. Then Tom appears again, and they tries to get him out because he is fired from this job, but he says that he didn't come as a worker, but he came as a participant. But Priscilla, the assistant of the owner, refuses his participation because it is a competition for the graduated students only. In addition to that, they don't want any problems anymore in the park. Then Tom walk away, and Josh, Kim, and his colleagues in the band intend to participate, and they reach the highest top of the aqua park to begin the competition. At the same moment, Tom is walking under the aqua park, and he notices that there's a water leak from the water slider, and that means that there is something wrong in the slider. And Tom went to warn them and to stop this competition so that no one will hurt himself, but because no one trusts him, they didn't listen to him. Then all the participants reach the beginning point, and the owner and Priscilla are waiting, and they tell them that they will be divided into teams, and any team wins will get $500. But Tom came again and said that they will die if they get into the water slider because there is a problem in it and they must stop that competition immediately. And Tom went to Kim to talk to her about that problem so that she may believe him, but Josh tells him to leave her alone. Then Tom said to them that next week it will be 35 years since the last crimes that happened in the park before, and it may be the same killer that made these crimes before, but nobody cares about what he says, and the competition begins normally. And Josh and Kim are in the same team, and the team starts to slide into the water slider. But one of the teams faced the sharp blades and they are chopped into pieces, and everyone saw the blood pouring from the water slider and the dead bodies. And Josh is trying to enter the water slider to see what is happening, but the water current is strong and pushes him back. And everyone screams, and Cole lost his consciousness when he saw the blood and fell from the high chair, and his leg is broken. And they called the police that the crimes are back again. Then Cole managed to stand again and take his radio and called Priscilla to stop the other teams and cancel the competition, but the radio is not working well, and she didn't listen to him. Then Priscilla and the owner will be with the teams that will slide into the water slider, not knowing what is waiting for them. Josh unsuccessfully attempts to save Paul from sliding into the blades. Josh and Conrad both climb to the top of the slide to try to prevent other people from sliding down the slide, but are pushed down the slide themselves. Following the massacre, a surviving Josh meets with a lawyer who informs Josh that Michael left him his estate and has him authorize the replacement of the Wet Valley Water Park with a shopping complex. It is then revealed that the individual who installed the blades in the slide and killed Michael was Priscilla, who, 35 years earlier, witnessed her father die in the water park, and no one bothered to help him. In a mid-credits scene, the boy with the portable music player surfaces in the bloody pool.